Hello lovely YouTubers, it's Miranda Valentine, editor of the lifestyle blog Everything Sounds Better in French, and today I'm going to show you how to make quick French toast. This is a super simple version and you're just going to love it. Now French toast is so simple and the perfect way to kick off a breakfast or a brunch. So it just takes a few minutes. I've got all of our ingredients laid out here, and in a few minutes you are going to be a French toast making aficionado. So here are our ingredients. We have 2 slices of bread. Now, the key to not having a soggy French toast is to using slightly stale bread. White bread tends to work best. If you use like a challah or a sourdough, or maybe like a day-old French bread, that works really, really well. But if you want to get some extra whole grains in, you can certainly use like a whole wheat bread like I have here today. But if you can let it go a little bit stale, kind of the better your product will be, but it's not necessary. We also have here a 1/4 cup of milk, or you could use light cream or even cream if you want a really super creamy texture. And then we have 1 egg slightly beaten and 1 tablespoon of butter. That's it. And then these little guys over here are just, optional for later. We have a little bit of maple syrup and some pretty strawberries that we're gonna top it with. So to start, we're gonna put our slightly beaten egg in here with our milk. And with a fork, we're just gonna mix these together until they are combined. And I'm doing this in like a shallow dish that's wide enough because I'm actually gonna dip my French toast, my bread, right in here. Now look at that. Beautiful, light, creamy color. Check out our skillet over here. You wanna use one that's large enough where both pieces of French toast preferably can fit in. This is just 1 serving, so if you can do it all at once and eat it when it's nice and hot, you'll be really happy. So it's not on too high because we don't want our butter to burn, which is our next step. So we're just gonna pop the butter in here, let this melt, and while that's melting, we are going to put in our first piece of bread into the mixture. So just do a little bit of this, kind of mix it around. You wanna make sure that it soaks all the way through to the other side, because you don't want just dry bread in the middle. And if you're using a whole wheat bread, that's really important. It's much more dense than a white bread is, so you wanna make sure that it's really getting all the way through. Then I recommend just holding it up so any excess can drip off. Let's check out how we're doing over here. Give this butter a nice turn in the pan. Could stand to turn my heat up like a tiny bit more. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna let this go in here, and it's gonna cook for about 2 to 3 minutes until golden brown, and then I'm gonna flip it over to the other side and do the exact same thing. Okay, so my French toast has cooked for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Let's turn off the heat. Check out how golden brown delicious they are. Now, a little hint is if you want them to have that really yummy buttery flavor and get nice and brown like this, definitely cook with butter like we did instead of margarine. Now, with French toast, you could just do a little more butter if you wanted. You could do maple syrup like I'm always a huge fan of and just drizzle that over. Beautiful. And I also like to do a little bit of fruit. You could do blueberries, really any kind of berry or fruit your heart desires. I think strawberries are just classic and so tasty, and I think strawberries are the perfect accompaniment to this French toast. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and if there's something that you want to learn how to make, send me an email at requests@mahalo.com. And don't forget to check out our other great videos.